First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop. At the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Wait, 20! Watch the run, watch the run! Alert! Check three! Undercut! Get him!
On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Easy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Wait, 20!
This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want to see me. You don't want it. Rip. He's checking crap.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
51's the mic. Drop deep. 51.
Here's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down, Tampa Bay.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jones. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, Orbit.
You got block me. Mike 51. All day, dog.
Ball 50.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the safety creep.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, Sue.
Mike 51. All right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Jacket, reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be fielded at the 6. And some space here.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Wait, set. 53.
58, come on. What's the run? They're running it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's put that team on the clock. Deuce. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, Delta.
Let's get off the field.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Ty Johnson, rookie sixth-rounder from Maryland. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All day, punk. 53 is the mic. 53.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Forced out to his, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Exit, exit.
Sugar!
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Wait, 20!
51. I'm trying to collect. Patch it.
72.
51, Mike 51.
Hey, Charlie.
Pull it together. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I want that.
Ozzy. Hey, Echo. Sugar.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 6-yard line.
Wait, 20!
51 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's just me and you. That's mine. Check 4. 72.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, D. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got him. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. Johnson. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Here's Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check, 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 check.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser throwing deep for Galladay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kaiser. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check Mike. Go Bandit! Bravo!
53's the Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 53's the Mike. 53.
Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, here we go. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah. Check it, reload. Mike 51. Silver. Hey, Mike 51, bandit.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation. They find themselves.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Go. 55. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again.
Check 31.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Go! Mike 51! Mike 51! I don't even know why this team showed up. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shadow! Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, exit. Defense, our time. Alert!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
Wait 10, wait 20.
51. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Spawn. No. Kill. Christian, Travis. Hey, go 66. Hey, high 7. Hey, go 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, 66.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shots, baby. That's a baby shot.
Hey, check it. Hey, wahoo!
Rip left. 58 to mine.
Brady going to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two?
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Well, 58 is a Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the pass. Tight up. Check 24. Check 24.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Where are you at? Don't get nervous.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. It's been a long day for you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Out. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Alert. Smooth.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Shift.
Kill.
Regular.
Throwing again. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you, baby, I got you.
Hey, 66. Hey, Haywood.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go!
Shadow.
Here's Brady to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wide, get wide. Under 10.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Right there, 54.
2nd and 5 now. Kaiser. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kaiser. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Running right, Jones. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Better rip. You better bring. Go 50.
Brady now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's get it. 51 Mike 51. 3. 218. Jump. 52. 72. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Alert.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Check 3. Undercross. Hey, watch it. Check 99. Regular.
They'll run it with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch the safety creep. Alert flow. Alert 3. Watch it.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Always got some breathing room. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
36.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Kaiser. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Alabama, 380. Hey, Alabama. Hey, over.
Let's go. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 51. You remember?
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
They go to Johnson again. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.